What's going on, world? So I've done my video on Sun Studios. If you guys haven't seen it in my channel, it's called like a heartfelt speech. You'll see that title. So he exposed Ubisoft. He said the right things though, like from the center of the heart. He also said the right things about how DEI works. But then I realized he had a bigger video than that. And actually, a few weeks ago, he didn't even have 10,000 subs. There's a video that he released against Sony and Concord. And everybody knows this shit. You know what I mean? Like, let's be a little bit real here. Let's find this video here. Pro character designer breaks down, fixes Concord character design, had 719,000 views. And if we go over to his videos, let's think about this, guys. I'm going to show you what I mean when I said 2 weeks ago. I don't know how I suddenly got to 10K subs overnight. He literally blew up off of this video massively. He also, like, he had 2 Concord videos that were massive, right? He still, did really good job on his channel. You know what I mean? But this allowed him to really get in the spotlight. Let's make sure this is right. But yeah, so what he does here, though, on his side job, remember, he's a game developer for Nintendo, indie developer as well, and puts games on Steam and PC. This guy takes his time out of game development, so his game development hasn't been as much focus as he wanted to go to children's hospitals and cancer hospitals to play music for people to make their life better, because it may be the last time they ever see, this realm right here. And these woke piece of shit scumbags have the right to kick him out and say that he can't make their life more comfortable because he exposed the woke DEI agendas and they saw how big things got. And so I want you to think about how corrupt this is. These people don't have much in their life. They have cancer and they just may not see tomorrow, right? Definitely children, right? And they canceled him and banned him from the hospitals. And remember, he doesn't get paid for this. This is how fucked up these people are. And excuse my profanity, but they ain't nothing compared to what these scumbags are doing. Like, it literally is just a reality of things. You know what I mean? And in the recent video that he did too, like I said right here, learn from Ubisoft's failures, Assassin's Creed Shadows and Star Wars Outlaws. We'll check a little bit of this out in a second. But I just can't believe that you're going to get mad because he's exposing your agenda in the video game industry, and you're going to ban him from giving people the comfort that they just don't have much comfort at all, because you can't take that he told the truth. Like, he did something horrible to you, like murdered somebody or something. He didn't do anything. He's going to the hospital out of his own heart. This guy's a wholesome person, right? And he just wants to make people's life more comfortable. People he don't even know. Because even people are uncomfortable going in hospitals. But he goes to people that have cancer, go to children that can't even probably go up and live the type of life that normal people live. And he plays instruments and tries to make their lives better. And just it's just nice to them. This instrument right here that he plays, the violin. How much more scumbags can you fucking pieces of shit be? I'm talking to you on the far left. I'm talking to you DEI woke scumbags. And Sony, you ought to be a goddamn shame of yourself, because this literally says a lot about you, because he exposed you. Your game was dead anyways. Everybody freaking knew this. I can't believe you guys went on a rant to ban this guy from something that's non-video game related, that people may not only have a few seconds left in life, and you just took away some comfort that he was giving them. Like, it just absolutely blows my mind. By the way, y'all, like, subscribe, because like I said, I'm exposing these scumbags. Y'all in Japan, I hope you're watching this too, because I'm going to put this in my headline. Because like I said, he exposed the stuff about how Japan was done wrong recently. It's on my channel. You guys can see it. You'll find it. But let's go ahead and see what he has to say here real quick. I just can't believe this. Like, this is how corrupt you people are. You really don't care about anything except your goddamn identity and political identities and politics. You people are just scumbags. You are a virus that needs to be erased. This is pathetic. I can't believe this. Just unbelievable.
So the reason why a lot of my games, or all my games, are quite small right now is over the past year, I've been volunteering at a local cancer hospital. And I've been playing music. I've been going to the hospital with a fiddle, and I sit in the sort of the public area and I just play, traditional music, just something that's easy to listen to, something calming, something to cheer people up. And the staff come to me throughout the day and they're so grateful that at least I was able to brighten up their day even a little bit. People that are receiving treatments will often come down from their rooms to listen, and they'll thank me for, you know, sharing some music with them. And friends and family who are visiting and supporting their loved ones going through treatments have thanked me for that. And I don't receive any money for that. I don't brag about it. And I do it because I understand what it feels like to stare down the barrel of a gun that's aimed at someone else, and you feel utterly powerless and helpless to help someone. One thing that I find as I grow older and older is I feel increasingly frustrated understanding how little I can actually do for other people. I wish that there was more that I could do to help people. I wish there was something I could do to make people's lives better. And the older you get, the more you realize how little you are capable of when it comes to that. And so this is something that I can do. Yes, it takes a certain amount of time away from my work schedule. It takes a certain amount of my focus away. I should be entirely focused on my work, on my career, on advancing my studio and making more games. But I've chosen this. I have chosen to spend time at the cancer hospital because even if it's just a little bit, at least I can help someone see that there is hope, that there can be light at the end of the tunnel. And we all know how these things go. Cancer treatments don't always work out. Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. And it's the fear of not knowing. It's wondering if you're ever going to get to see your loved ones again. It's knowing that they probably only have until the end of the year. And it breaks my heart that people that live on Twitter that don't spend any time in the real world, that are now infesting all these different industries like movies and TV and video games, they don't have this kind of understanding of the world. They don't have compassion for other people. All they care about is themselves and forcing their political views on people. And then they cry and get angry when there's any sort of criticism. And there's no room for them to gain any understanding, any improvement as a person, to become a better human being.
They're a piece of shit.
They close themselves off to that, and it just breaks my heart.
Yeah.
Because one day they will be in a position in their lives where they'll need that experience and those skills to be able to handle what's coming their way, and they won't have that. And so I just want to share with you my personal frustration and that I've lost my opportunity to volunteer at the cancer hospital. And the reason why I've lost that opportunity is because people from that woke community, the neo-feminists, who do not care about anything but taking control at all costs. They want control. They want power. They want to tear down men. They entered the sort of the arrangement at the hospital, and they wanted to have a tight control over everything. And anyone who did not bend the knee, they bullied and pushed out. And so I had...
Did you hear what he just said? Why would you take away children's comfort to hear some sense of harmony? I know what it is to share music with people. I know what it is to play music with people to make them feel better. I understand him on the deepest level of this context, to have that taken away from you. I can't imagine how somebody could walk into a place and know that these people probably don't even have tomorrow. Look at how other people get to just live lives. You know what I mean? They're stuck in there just feeling like shit all day. I mean, these are young people that just don't have nothing, right? You're going to take away that comfort from them because you're offended about your goddamn political agenda. I'm telling you, these people are sick. They're demonically possessed. There's nothing human about this. This guy is awesome. He didn't do anything wrong. All he did was tell the truth. I'm telling you, man, you guys better start listening to me when I tell you about this DEI woke stuff. I don't know what it takes for people to wake up, but there's just some people that are brain dead to me. You know what I mean? I don't like them because they'll attack great people like him. They'll attack individuals like me and other people that are trying to wake them up. I mean, do you see this? This is real life here. What does this have to do with what he did in those other videos? Remember, he attacked Sony. That's how he got big. It says a lot about them, and it says a lot about Ubisoft. We're gonna get into this. I just can't believe it. Like I'm very upset and disturbed by this, which is why I'm covering this. It's just fucking mind blowing.
I'd been volunteering at the cancer hospital for about a year, and then these woke neo-feminists came in and assumed control and exerted their power in a way that made the environment unpleasant and unmanageable.
That's what they do.
And so I was pushed out of that environment because I would not bend the knee to these neo-feminists who the internet would describe as woke. But it's more than just woke.
Yeah.
It's neo-feminism, and it's not about them fighting for equality. It's them fighting for superiority and control.
But they're not superior and they don't have control. They're retarded and they have mental disorders. They're stupid. Because if I want to go to a goddamn hospital and invade it for my political identity and make other people suffer and take away their comfort just so I can push that, that says how much of a piece of shit that I would be. How much of a soulless scumbag, inhuman scumbag that I would be. How is that superior? No, that's an inferior mindset. There's nothing superior about that. That's retarded. Do we all understand this? How is this intelligent? How is this any sense of empathy or any sense of care for people that just don't have much already, and you're trying to take that away from them? This guy's way better than them, miles ahead of them. They don't understand that basic function. This is pretty pathetic. I don't know what else to tell you.
Don't care about the damage that they cause to the world around them.
No, they don't.
And I am upset, not for myself, but for the people that I was able to help, even a little bit, to bring a little bit of brightness to their day. I no longer can do that in that environment.
And he wasn't even asked to get paid. This is a guy who's sacrificing his video game development, so many things, doing the right things, and he's dealing with all these enemies. And he's dealing with all this nonsense. He took no paymentship for it. That means that nobody even knew about this guy. He was all in his own little corner in the world doing this without anybody knowing it. And the only reason he came forward is because he's exposing him. And that's the right thing to do. I just can't believe that these people are really this demented and sick. So let's take a look at an example of what he did. You guys are ready? Let's dive right into this. I usually pause and react a lot, but I don't want to do that with him because I feel like we want to listen. You know what I mean? We need to be receptive. Let's take a look at this.
First, I would like to share advice that has served me well working in professional environments. A wise man learns from his mistakes, and an even wiser man learns from other people's mistakes.
That's right.
Today, I will explain the failures of Ubisoft, explain what other developers and publishers can learn to avoid becoming the same kind of failure, and lastly, my personal apology. This video will offer critical comment on the state of Ubisoft and its developers. Please wait until the end of the video so I can share my formal apology. It has been revealed recently that for game development, Ubisoft hired diversity activists as consultants with a focus on challenging moral standards. Ubisoft is offering mentorship programs while excluding individuals based on their gender. I ask you, what is fun about challenging moral standards? How does that translate into a good gaming experience? Star Wars Outlaws from Ubisoft has launched as an abject, catastrophic failure. Even the most basic mechanical aspects of the product are incompetently implemented. One might wonder how a company with millions of dollars of funding can produce something lacking in even the most basic
See what he just said? Funding
level of competence. We are no longer living in an era where multi-million-dollar companies hold all the power.
No.
The everyday gamer now has the power to rise up against tyrants and incompetence. Ubisoft's Assassin's Creed Shadows will fail on launch. The entirety of the gaming industry has indicated that there is absolutely no confidence in Ubisoft to produce a competent product. So let's see what we can learn from Ubisoft's failures. Instead of hiring game developers, artists, and writers who have natural talent and skill that has been refined and cultivated from years of hard work, Companies are funding and hiring based on skin color and sexual identity and politics. These are the people who made Star Wars Outlaws. These are the people who made Assassin's Creed Shadows.
And many other games.
Companies do not make video games. Money does not make video games. People make video games. Awful people make awful video games. And awful video games will not earn your company meaningful revenue. Ubisoft has totally missed the mark by claiming they are delivering an accurate representation of Japanese history and culture. They spit in the face of Japan as a country and as people.
Mm-hmm.
Ubisoft is using Japan as fodder
Mm-hmm.
for diversity checklists to pander to an audience they have imagined because they have a narrow perspective of the world and are blinded by their own self-importance and ego.
This is an example. What did he say that was wrong? What did he do was in a sense of like, you need to be banned from a children's hospital. You know what I mean? I'm trying. Okay, so yeah, I'm trying to figure that out. It's not only that, but it's going back to. So he called out Sony here. Let's keep going down, y'all. And then he said pro character design for Concord, 375K, right? Concord again, shut down, 102K. Concord, 720K. So he has over 1 million something views off of Concord. How many other people have ripped this apart? But you know, I understand if you want to like come after him on a video game topic, but from a real life situation for people who have cancer, you're really gonna be this sick and demented? Yeah, you deserve. See, guys, this is why you want there to be an underworld. This is why you want there to be a creator. There is, trust me, there is an underworld. You see evil all around you. It has a home. It came from somewhere. Because you don't want scumbags like this to sit there and shit on good people and do things like this and just go to the grave and it's all over with. I don't think so. Anybody that wants to think like that, I can't stand you. No, you want these bastards to suffer and know what it means, what you did to somebody that was good. Why you did somebody wrong. That's called justice. That's called balance. That's called I care about good people. You want that to be there, unless you are a scumbag. You see what I'm saying here? They did this guy wrong. They did those children that don't have much time left that are suffering 24/7 wrong. It took away their comfort and any sense of light, like he said at the end of the tunnel. That's wrong. That's evil. It's not a fucking opinion. It's evil. We're not sitting here talking about a perspective. You know it's evil. It's right in your inside of your human emotions. You know what I mean? You know what evil is. The creator put it in you. You know what I mean? This isn't like up for debate. It's clear wrong. Like that shouldn't be done. That's what I call going too far and losing your humanity.
The other day, I had a disturbing conversation with a lady whom I previously had a lot of respect for. And I was explaining my views that all people are equal. It doesn't matter what your gender is. It doesn't matter what you call yourself with your pronouns. Everyone is equal. Everyone should have an equal opportunity in the workplace.
This is very true. When you're working with someone, you want a sense of unity. You don't want to play the tower game, but they do this a lot. Competition, stats, it's a little bit different. But when we're working together, we need a sense of unity. But with this DEI stuff, that's not the way this game works. If you guys want to watch the rest of this, you could, but I think you've seen enough to understand what I'm talking about here. This is an awesome individual. He deserves all the growth that he gets. These are the type of people I like to see grow in the world. These are the type of people I want to support. This is where I want to see the light show love at. You know what I mean? Not on corrupt sellouts and scumbags like them. I'm just blown away, you know, like how far I see these people in the far left go and these DEI woke agendas. Like you would think that it's like, oh, you know, you're doing this, but man, how far they're going now. It's like, man, bro, hey, you need to be checked into like a psych ward or something. What the hell is wrong with you? They're just going too far and everybody knows this. If you have a sense of like decency and humanity to you, I just can't believe this crap. But I don't know. Let me know what y'all think of this. Comment, you know, and subscribe, please. And Japan, let me know what y'all think of this too, because he's defending y'all too. This guy's taking a lot of heat. I know what it means to, you know, to do that type of stuff, to stand up for, because you're gonna have to deal with enemies. at the beginning of this video that I didn't start off with, he explains that. I'm going to link this video for y'all if y'all want to watch it. But like I said, let me know what y'all think, because this is some sad stuff here. I don't know what to say. It's just really messed up, and I can't stand seeing this. I hope he gets remedied. But yeah, y'all have a great night, evening, morning, wherever you're at around the world. Good Lord, man. Peace out, y'all. Stay wholesome.